What is up, guys? Vaporeon here today with our first Cosmic Eclipse deck, and today we're gonna talk about, Eevee BOX, and Eevee BOX with a Jolteon as the main attacker, because definitely, along as 3 months of the Cosmic Eclipse season, we're gonna have with Flareon, we're gonna have with other evolutions with Glaceon, and other evolutions as well, but I wanted to go with something that I personally would like to play, that I wanted to play, so we went with a Jolteon as a main attacker Eevee BOX deck. So before I'm going to talk about the deck card by card, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more deck videos like that, and also don't forget to check us out live on Twitch. It's Cold Snatchku from Monday to Friday. That's where we stream. And also down there below, it's a 5% discount on any code you would purchase on Professor Oak. Alright, so Eevee BOX, right? Why Eevee BOX is even possible? Due to the 3 baby evolutions that we received. Of course, we got a Sylveon, but we don't care about Sylveon. We received Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon, baby ones, in Cosmic Eclipse. And those are the ones that have abilities that help GX versions of evolutions, like Jolteon makes 1 less to attack, that's needed, right? The 1 less requirement, Vaporeon plus 60 HP, and Flareon plus 30 to attack, which combined, that is making, a Jolteon GX a powerhouse. So let's go card by card and let's see. So as you can see, we have 13 Pokemons, which we've got 4 Eevees, 2 Flareons, 2 Vaporeons, 2 Jolteon GXs, and 1 Jolteon baby. Of course, why we only have 1 Jolteon while we have 2 of everyone else? Well, it's simple. With the Jolteon GX, you don't really need a baby Jolteon. Like, this is a card that, it's cool to have as an additional attacker just in case of a headbolt, but we're not going to use it that often. He's just maybe when you're low on energy against control decks. But majority of the time you want to go for this duo Vaporeon and Flareon. On top of that, we play Eevee-GX and the Dedenne-GX, which is quite cool, and I do like the Dedenne-GX because, as you've seen on stream, many times we were attacking with him as well, right? So Dedenne not only being a fantastic card, but also a great attacker, and of course Eevee-GX to evolve to have even more Eevees. You can go first or you can go second, depends how you want to approach it. If you go second, you have Follow My Tail attack, that will fill your bench with Eevees, and if you're going first, you have Professor's Elm Lecture to fill your bench with Eevees. But let's go to trainer cards as I'm speaking of Professor's Elm Lecture. As you can see, we're kind of tight on them, so we got 4 Acro Bikes, we've got 2 Cherish Balls, 4 Electropowers, we've got 2 Lana's Fishing Rod, which are really cool to bring back Eevee or Jolteon, 3 Pokégears 3.0, we've got 2 Pokémon Communications, 2 Switches, 1 Chaotic Swell, 1 Power Plant for those matchups when someone plays Caldea on us, we've got 1 Thunder Mountain and 1 Viridian Forest as well, with 4 Cynthias, 2 Judges, 2 Lilies, 3 Elms Lectures, 1 Rosa, which is a really darn good card, especially when one of your Pokemon gets knocked out and you go for Jolteon GX, you go for Electropower, and you go for Energy, and 11 Energy, speaking of Energy. You can play a little bit more Eevees. I don't like more Eevee GX. 1 is okay. Why Jolteon? For me, this is the best attacker. Flareon maybe just right there behind him, but he needs the least energy to attack. So if someone is playing control deck, you may need 0 to nothing to use a headbolt with right circumstances, right? Of course, there are some people saying Glaceon is the best for the Eevee BOX. As of right now, I haven't tried Glaceon. I don't really like this idea, but we will do it for the channel. We will do it on stream at some point. So I'm going to save the deck. We're going to play some games with this, and you'll see how the deck performs. I'm going to talk card by card. I'm going to talk play by play what to do. Of course, I do prefer going first. I'm not gonna lie. I do prefer going first so I can have my Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon during my second turn. But if I'm gonna go second, I'm not gonna be mad, right? Due to the Eevee attack. So come on, let's find an opponent. It's really hard to find opponents today. I don't know why. And again, don't forget to subscribe as we're waiting. All right, there we go. So who are we facing? Oh, we might be actually facing a Bell Arena Necrozma deck. So again, because our Jolteon is a GX, normal GX, not a tag team, there's a lot of things you can do about it, and he is sniping the bench as well. There's just so many things you can do. And look at that, so I go second, not the preferable way, right? Not the way I like to go. But I'm looking at my hand, I'm going like, alright, so I've got energy that I can put on Eevee. I can just follow my tail, I can just prepare the bench. I got an Espor. I can play Cynthia, I have Thunder Mountain. There's just so many options that I can have. Oh, that's a Catoday deck. Or not. It kind of feels like Catoday deck to me, so it might be a Catoday. Alright. So as of right now, you know, my thought process is I'm not going to really play that Cynthia. I'm quite okay here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play Eevee. And I'm just going to follow my tail. So as you can see, we'll have... Okay, so now I know one Eevee-GX and one Eevee is priced. Let's take a look at the deck. So we got 2 Vaporeons, 2 Flareons, 1 Jolteon. There we go. And oh no, like 1 is active. So 1 Eevee-GX is priced, sorry. So with a situation like that, we're cool because we, you know, can put the Dedenne-GX here. We still have some space. And I have options, and why I do like to always play, because if I'm going, you know, if I'm going first and I'm playing Selector, I'm playing energy on the benched one, and I'm doing that, you know, due to the fact that I can later play Jolteon-GX on it and start building damage. If everyone's gonna go right, and if we're gonna have a Jolteon-GX and a Flareon, I will have knockout plus 30 damage on the Glameow on the bench. Like, that's what I'm gonna have, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to do it. Also, we got a Thunder Mountain, so I can already attack with full force. So, there goes Jolteon-GX. I'm gonna play second energy. I don't really need Thunder Mountain right now, but if I want, I can play Power Plant. There's nothing with abilities that I will play, but there might be the Dedenne, so just Cynthia. Let's just play Cynthia, it's gonna be cool, it's okay. And I've hit nothing, but I've hit Electropower. Which again means that the same thing is gonna happen. As I said, if there will be a Flareon, it will be identical, right? I wouldn't have to play anything. There goes Eevee-GX. I'm not gonna play Eevee-GX, I'm gonna use Pokémon Communication, I'm gonna go for Dedenne, play that Dedenne, refresh my hand, you know, discard the whole thing. Hopefully get all the pieces, because you can feel that we're kind of in the current format, we're missing a search for a baby stage 1, stage 2. We kind of do miss it. And you can say, but Raven, there is, you know, you can play red and blue. Yes, to some degree, but it's not like the play you want to make. There we go, so that was a win. Let's go and play game number 2, because it only works for GXs, right? Mati, you know, today, good friend, good viewer here, good friend, told me, like, not a Judge Whistle, but tag whistle. I'm like, oh, there's no tag team, sorry, right? You know, that's just funny thing that happened on stream. Again, I know highlights from streams are coming. Don't worry, they are coming. I didn't have time to sit down to them during the weekend. You know, this is a one-man operation plus streams. Again, you should definitely check them out. It's Monday and Friday, 9 a.m. CT, and the rest of the weekdays we're doing 11 a.m. CT. With the start of, we're starting off with Let's Go as well. And we've lost the game, so I kind of hope he wants to go second, but he wants to go first. Okay. So yeah, at this point he kind of knows what we are up to, but it's fine, you know, we have options, we have our own ways. But there goes Mulligan, you know, okay, you know, Mulligan, here and there. Fine, I'm cool with that Mulligan. I am. I'm not, okay. So Flareon, I love that art. If you don't like that art, I don't know. It reminds me of, like, you know, Monday Night Raw 10 years ago or something. I love it. So I'm going second. And I have 2 options. And I kind of know myself. I know I'm going to play Elm Selector to see what I can get. Or maybe not even. You know what? No. I'm going to go and play Follow My Tail. Not going to play Power Plant though. And I'm going to drop Cherish Ball for the Dedenne-GX. Right, so I'm gonna go for the Dedenne-GX, discard my hand, go for something new. And you must like, hey Raven, but why are you not playing Cocoa Prism? In the original version that I've created, I tried to play Cocoa Prism, but it was just not working the way I would like it to. You know, it was just not always there, and I kind of dropped it, and it's, you know, right now everything is working really good without that Tapu Koko Prism. But if you want to add it, sure, you can add it if you're a little bit scared of, like, I'm not taunting you by any means, but if you're a little bit scared of not hitting what you need, go play that Tapu Koko. It's all good, it's all fine, and there's no shame in that, because at the end of the day, you're playing the deck, right? You know, you have to play around what you feel the most comfortable with. So we might see a stone, like a Dusk Stone, of course, one prize card for me, and Lieutenant Sarge. Actually, no Lieutenant Sarge, because he already played greens, so I'm gonna have my turn, alright. But also, you know, this means I kind of have to prepare everything. I have to be faster than I think. So with Cherish Ball, I'm also gonna take a look how many Eevees I've got in my deck, right? This is important to, you know, to know how many of them you've got, and then on top of that, we're gonna start building. All right, so let's go. Let's see what he's gonna do, because I honestly think he's gonna refresh his hand, maybe 2 times even, right? With 2 Miss Maguses, you don't know. So that's the first prize card to me. And I feel like, you know, with matchup against us, he's risking a lot. Like, he is risking it. I mean, I know not everyone is playing Eevee BOX yet. There's not a lot of that around here. So people are not really prepared or familiar with our idea, and they are not really familiar with what is happening when they see Eevee. But as you can see, he has a karate belt. So next turn, he might actually go for the GG end, right? So again, I have to be a bit careful here. Reset stamp to 5. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. This is, you know, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna be. I'm fine. Alright, so we've got an Eevee, we've got an Eevee-GX. That's cool. Acro Bike. Let's see what we're gonna have from Acro Bike, and we've got an energy. I'm gonna take that energy, definitely. Sure. Cynthia on top of that, because I will try to use Follow My Tail. Or am I gonna use Follow My Tail? Okay, Viridian Forest. So, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna use Follow My Tail, you know, there's nothing else for me to do. I haven't discarded anything. Yeah, Follow My Tail, so we're gonna have one more, right? Yeah, we got one more. So right now I know he's gonna start to hit me for 160, or he's gonna try to use a GG end on Eevee-GX. But then again, we have Lana's Fishing Rod, we can bring that back. So, you know, I'm not that scared of the GG end. Right now, I'm honestly more scared of the reset stamp and everything that comes with that. Alright, we got a karate belt. Again, he just wants to maximize the draw from his Magus, like that's why he's playing it, because he knows he's gonna discard it, maximizing his hand, right, maximizing the draw, giving me the prize card, again, risking a lot, because let's not forget, Jolteon-GX can actually, you know, use the GX attack that will prevent a lot of damage, right, and again, Lieutenant Sarge, there might be some Jesse and James coming in. And if that's one of those decks, I'm gonna be quite angry and sad. And I'll reset stamp, as I said, right? As I said. But we got, okay, we got a Flareon, we've got a Judge. Not bad. But I mean, I still don't understand why those cards are banned and expanded and not in standard. I mean, you know, it's annoying, but you also get the point, right? So I know he is going to... Okay, there's Weezing. Yeah, discard something from my hand. So there are going to be 2 Jesse and Jameses. So I'm gonna... Yeah, great. So I'm not going to even have a hand. So you know, you kind of understand the whole thing. And this is just not even funny. There's no fun at all. And Fibil, because you're using that deck, sorry dude, but don't. Like, stop. Because you're a horrible person. I mean, you know, maybe not the deck, but the tactics, right? The tactics are not really Um, they're just more annoying, they're toxic, for me at least, to be honest. Alright, so I've got a Thunder Mountain, I've got a Cynthia, I played the Judge. So let's try to go for the Dedenne. Right? So I've got the Dedenne. I'm gonna play, of course, Electropower just to maximize of what I can do. There we go. So the Dedenne. Yes, and hopefully we're gonna get something here. And we've got a Vaporeon. Alright, now Vaporeon, that's not bad. We've got a Flareon as well, which is not that bad. So let's bring that Flareon back to the deck. I've got the energy, so that's okay. Acro Bike. A Switch. You know what? If he wants to be super annoying, I'm gonna be as well. I'm gonna be as well. Tingly Return GX. Paralyzed, 80 damage. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Eevee-GX. So, right now I'm going for that Jolteon, right? If he wants to be annoying, I can be annoying as well. Plus there was nothing else I could have done, because if I would just pass a turn, he would knock me out. He can of course go for mixed herbs, and that might be a play here, which would mean knockout of Eevee-GX and I have to play Eevee from my bench, but it's a reset stamp plus Cherish Ball. Okay, so we might see another Miss Magius, Miss Dravius reset stamp kind of deal, which again I do not enjoy, I do not like, and I hope that's, you know, that's kind of clear. I think it is. I've said that so many times, it is clear at this point. Alright, 10 damage on the bench, you know, sure. Rainbow Energy to get that, you know, fighting type. And he is gonna stamp me, like, he knows what I have. He knows I have this Dedenne, so the stamp. And yeah, Flareon, so we drew Flareon, which is quite okay, but I still am missing Jolteon-GX, still missing it, still not having it. I can play Elm's Lecture, nothing, done. So disruption that can really disrupt the whole thing of Eevee BOX, the whole idea of Eevee BOX itself, which is what it is, right? You know, no Cherish Balls. He's gonna discard my whole hand. I mean, sorry, but hate it. Alright, so right now I'm just top decking, and like I'm top decking the whole game. Thankfully he didn't, you know, use like a chip ice axe, so that would be, you know, annoying. But we've got the Dedenne, so I drew the Dedenne. Great. Like, give me something, the Dedenne, please, because I need something, I need anything. And we've got a Cherish Ball and energy. Good, 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 good. We're back at it, right? We're back in game. So, there goes energy. There goes Jolteon. Electropower. Lana's fishing rod, so I'm gonna bring back one of the Eevees that he knocked out. And a head bolt, which is 170 damage at this point, which is 250. So even if he's gonna retreat, I can still snipe him because he has it on the bench. Why it was this amount of damage with an attack? Flareon plus 30, and one thing I think he's gonna miss is that Jolteon has 260 HP currently due to Vaporeon. Of course you can only use one Vitality Cheer, and only use one Power Cheer at a time, which is also, you know, good to know, because many people do kind of miss it, right? They do miss that whole point. And what I think, yeah, I don't think he can actually retreat him, so he's gonna just go linear attack. Okay. And I'm gonna try to prepare another Jolteon. So that's Electro Bullet. I know I'm gonna draw 3 prize cards, and I think I kind of messed it up. I should have went after Misdrevious, but it's okay. Like, we are preparing another Jolteon GX currently. We've got an energy. So of course, you know, he's gonna go for a knockout. Like, that's an easy math, an easy thing to do for him, just going for the knockout, right? Playing Power Plant to further annoy me. So the question is what I'm gonna do, and I might... okay, never mind. Like, okay, discard something, switch. So the question is what I'm gonna do, and there it is, right? That's what you get from playing that stupid deck. Bam! Sorry, I kind of got excited a little bit, but yeah, like, that's what you get for, you know, for being an annoying person to someone. That's an Eevee deck for you guys, an Eevee box deck. Is the deck fantastic? Yes, it is. Absolutely is. I think it's, as of right now, it's my favorite deck from Cosmic Eclipse that we've had. Honestly, it's just amazing. It's fantastic, and I highly, highly recommend you gonna check this deck out, because it deserves that. It deserves all eyes on the Eevee box, because it was not overhyped. Like, no one talked about Eevee box, but now here we are, and we're winning games against those super annoying decks, against almost every single deck in the format. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and see you guys in another video. Goodbye, mwah, and good night. Bam, boing, bye. Raven loves ya. Bye.